I'm going to start off by asking you guys if you could think of a reason why you would like to learn Hebrew. Any ideas? Is it just that it's a language that you want to learn, or?
I have had contact with several languages, but not Hebrew.
But not Hebrew.
Approaching 80 years old, a chance to learn something new, get with it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you mentioned that because actually learning language helps regenerate brain cells. That's what I heard. Some of the noises we'll be making will actually resemble that of a 3-year-old toddler. Therefore, there is sort of a regenerative process with that. But no, it does actually help you think clearer when you study a language. Any other thoughts about why Hebrew? You know, was it just a language that you picked out of a hat, or?
It's totally different. Any language that I know comes from the Indo-European group.
Right.
Hebrew is not.
Right.
So it's stepping out, just as, say as any of the Semitic languages would be.
So the absolute fastest way of learning how Hebrew works is by using the name David. And this is a model that I came up with. That's the best way to learn with English letters how Hebrew letters work. So let's take the name David. Okay, and we're going to separate the consonants from the vowels. So we drop the consonants down. Okay, and luckily DVD is the same way, right to left, because Hebrew, we actually read and write from right to left. In English, it's from left to right. So that's the very first thing that we have to adjust our mind to. And then the A and the I, we're going to drop them, we're going to shrink them down, and we're going to drop them underneath the two consonants. So because we're reading this way, we got to put the A there. Okay, we're going to make it really small, and we're going to put the I here. Okay, so this is how you read Hebrew. Okay, first, the first consonant on the right, it's a D sound, right? Then we have A, V, I, D. Okay, so that's the pattern, like that. So we look at the consonant first, the vowel sound, then the consonant second, the vowel sound, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. So let's read this together. So David. Okay, now I'm going to substitute the English letters for Hebrew letters that make exactly the same sound. The vowels are a little different in sound because we don't have a hard A. And David is pronounced David. So what are the vowel sounds that we hear? A, E, right? Not A, I. A, I. So you have to really pay attention to what exactly you're hearing in phonetics. So what letter in Hebrew makes a D sound? So I'm going to use this chart and show you. The camera maybe can get a little close. That is what I'm going to be rendering in sort of stickman form here. So this letter here, the name of it is Dalet. The sound it makes is in the first letter of its name, D. Okay, so we're going to put that over here. And this is how I'm going to make it, stickman. That's acceptable as long as you know what you're reading and writing. It doesn't have to be perfect like the way that they write in books. It's just for you to know what you're reading and writing. Okay, the next letter I'm going to use, there's actually 2 letters that make a V sound, but I'm going to use the one that spells the word David. And that's this one guy here. And it makes a V sound. The name of it is Vav. The sound it makes is in the first letter of its name. So if the name is Vav, the sound it makes is V. Okay, so we're going to put that there. And then another D, same thing, there. Now, so we're reading from right to left. We've got 3 letters. Now all we're missing are vowels. And the vowels go, this time, underneath the letters. So this vowel here in English makes an A sound, David. In Hebrew, it's A, David. So we're going to put this little guy under here. It looks like a little T. So we pronounce the consonant first, then the vowel. Okay? Then we go over to here, which is the next letter in our word. And it's a V sound. And we put a little dot under it, and that's a double E sound. And then the last letter is D. Okay? That's the sound it makes. And because there's no vowel attached to it, we just stop at d. Okay, so it closes the word David. So here we are. David. And that's your most potent brew of how to learn Hebrew in the model David.